Okay, so I'm going to just talk very briefly about this exciting new release in the world of breathing and long COVID research. So as far as we know, this is the first paper that has been released specifically about breathing retraining and long COVID. So there's all sorts of other papers that talk about, some of the specific parts of long COVID, that pre-existed long COVID, and all sorts of other aspects of health and the power of breath in helping that. But this one is specifically long COVID patients and breathing retraining, which is super, super exciting because it's backing up what Vicky and I have known from our own experience and what we have known from working with the people we've been working with. So it's super awesome to see this actually reflected now in the literature. So we're so excited that this has been done. And what this paper says, it's quite a small study, but it is going to be now expanded by the people who did it. So this is Hadass Golan and Rizalba Courtney. And I've actually interviewed these guys on the podcast, which is going to be released very soon. And it's just so exciting to speak to them. They took people with dysfunctional breathing and long COVID. So they did take the ones that they had identified as having dysfunctional breathing, but they did also say that that was everybody that they saw. So there was a criteria, but they didn't actually need to really inflict it because it was everybody that they saw. And they did a comprehensive breathing retraining program in retraining the functionality of that breath. So they looked into the biochemical dimensions, they looked into the biomechanical dimensions, so that's like your diaphragm and stuff, and the psychophysiological, which is a big word for sort of saying things like the nervous system. So how can we use the breath to regulate our nervous system? And the really exciting thing was that all participants showed improvements in the parameters of dysfunctional breathing, so their breathing became more functional, but they also reported a reduction in symptoms and an improvement in their daily function. So, the parameters of dysfunctional breathing is important because it's what we can measure, but actually what matters to people with long COVID is, do I feel better? And these people did. So this is really, really exciting. I'm really excited to see what they do next with follow-up studies and things. But the exciting thing for us is that this is what Vicky and I are doing anyway. This is what we teach in our courses. So, this is something that we can practically do now to see improvement. Is it a cure? Probably not on its own. But is it a big piece of the puzzle? Absolutely. And it's something that we can do straight away and right now.